Okay, so my eyes are already primed with the Urban Decay Primer Potion in the original formula, and I already set it with the matte creamy shadow in the Morphe 350 palette. That is the base around this tutorial, but we're using completely different shades from my last tutorial using this palette. I just can't get enough of it. If you haven't got your hands on it, next time it comes back in stock, I highly recommend you do. I'm taking the second row in the center. It's the neutral shadow on the second row in the very center. Putting that in the crease, the upper crease, and then I'm going to be taking the Dusty Rose from the Artist palette by Anastasia. Haven't used this palette in a minute. I've been like kind of neglecting it, even though I love it so much. It has some really good shades in here. So I'm putting that in the lower crease area, just slightly lower so that it fades from the Dusty Rose to that neutral shade. And yeah, I really like this. Then we're going to be taking the champagne color from the 350 palette in the top left corner, I believe the second or third shadow. Third shadow on the top row. Putting that all over the lid with the Luxie 211 brush. It's a concealer brush, but I don't care. It's too small for concealer. I would never use a brush like this for that. So that's that. We're using this as a eyeshadow brush. So I'm putting that all over the lid. I really, really like this color. I'm more of a colorful person, but this does it for me. How dramatic this is going to come out. It's very neutral, but it still pops on the eyelid. Then I'm taking the shade Coal from the Artist palette, and I'm going to be starting to trace out where I want this kind of soft cut crease going on the crease, obviously. So I'm tracing it out first. Instead of hugging my eyelid and making it more round, I'm kind of leaving it straight out on the outer edge, I guess you could say, instead of kind of curving it down, if you know what I mean. So deepen this up as many times as you want. I went in about 3 or 4 times to get the intensity that it came out to be. And by the way, I'm using a precision concealer brush by Bare Minerals. Who uses this for concealer? I really want to know. It's so small. Okay, then I'm using the NYC Liquid liner to make a dramatic wing. Not too dramatic, but, you know, big enough to where it's noticeable. I thought it would really look good with this look, so I did that. Then I put the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara on. After this part, I'm highlighting my brow bone with the matte white shade in the upper left-hand corner of the 350 palette. Putting the mascara on, Better Than Sex by Too Faced, and then I'm putting, I believe, House of Lashes Iconic. They have already been used, so I didn't get to show you the box, but yeah, they're iconics. I'm pretty positive. I put those on, and then I put on the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, I believe, and I used the Cover FX mattifying primer. I think this is my first time using it. Yes, it was my first time using it. The consistency is like none other. It is not silicone based. It's almost like kind of greasy, but when it dries down, it does leave you matte. It's not the most mattifying primer in the world, but it did the job. So it cut out the foundation part, but I put on the L'Oreal Visible Lift Blur in Fair. Love this concealer. You get so much product. It's such an amazing concealer. They don't have that big of a shade range, but if you can find your shade within the, you know, little 3 different shades that they have, it's really good. And then I put the Naked Skin Concealer by Urban Decay on my forehead. And then I'm setting it with the what is it called? Cody Airspun Translucent Extra Coverage. I'm kind of baking, not really. I'm using the sponge to set it, but I'm not putting like way too much powder. Just enough to kind of set it in place and lock it there. Then I'm putting on the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion bronzer in the shade 30M. I love this bronzer. It's so amazing. It looks so natural. You can build it up quite a bit and not look like overly orange or anything like that. You can't, it becomes one with your skin. It's not powdery at all. It's the best bronzer ever. And then after that, I'm going to be putting on the Studio Makeup Soft Blend Blush in the shade Wildflower. Oh my gosh, the formula of these blushes is amazing. I love it so much. It's such an amazing blush. It's a perfect color for this look. So I put that on my cheeks. So at the end of this video, I believe it cuts out the part where I apply the lip color. I used 2 different liquid lipsticks, so please check the description box below to see which ones I used. One's the Sephora brand and one's the NYX Liquid Suede to make the kind of berry color you will see at the end of this video when you see me posing. So I just wanted to throw that out there in case anybody was wondering where those clips went. So yeah, check the description box. And then I applied the shade Fawn from the Anastasia contour kit to deepen up some contour. And then after that, your look is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.